I finished Katabasis by R.F. Kuang yesterday, and after much consideration, I am giving this a 4 out of 5 stars. This was a very challenging book to rate. It has some huge flaws, and not everyone is going to like this book. And I can't even say that I enjoyed it in a traditional sense. But that's a contradiction, you yell. Well, let me explain, and let's get into Katabasis by R.F. Kuang. This is a book that follows two students as they venture into the depths of hell to retrieve their professor who died. Both of them think that they need that professor in order to graduate and resume their positions as very famed magicians. Two characters are Alice and Peter. Are rivals. They both study under this same professor who has very intentionally set them against each other. They have a bit of an odd history that you learn a little bit more about as you go along in this book. There are a few main things that I wanted to talk about, and I'm going to keep this as spoiler-free as possible just so that you have what you need going into it, so you feel like your expectations aren't misled. This is not a romance, and arguably it is not even much of a love story. The love story you get is very much a subplot and kind of slots into a bunch of other discussions that are happening within this book. So for one, if you're expecting that, you're gonna hate this book because you barely get anything, even like crumbs, that is very in line and reflective of the characters. In this book, we follow the perspective of Alice. She is one of the most biased and unreliable narrators I have come across in a while. As you learn more and more about her and you see the events happening within this book through her eyes, you kind of can't really trust anything because quite frankly, she's a bit insane. Alice is a byproduct of her environment. The internalized misogyny is high. She isn't the most relatable. You read this and you're not necessarily even rooting for her to succeed because I don't think she even knows what she wants to achieve. I think her wishy-washiness